What's up? It's your girl Leslie from the B, repping the Let's Be Real podcast. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to give this video a like, a comment. Make sure to subscribe to the Wrecking Spot so you can never miss an episode of the Let's Be Real podcast, baby. And today we have a very special guest, one of my favorites. Please welcome Lil Cuete. What's up? How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No, it's nice to have you. Like, I'm a fan. I told you off the air. I'm gonna tell you on air. Like, I'm a fan. Like, I love your music, and I'm pretty sure all the homegirls do too. All the homies do too. So I just want to give you your flowers before we even go into anything into this podcast. So yeah, thank you for coming.
Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I'm thankful to be here. And if the homies love me and the homegirls love them, I mean, I love the homegirls in other words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I do it for the ladies. And if the guys like it, at the end of the day,
It's all love.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. That's what's up. So we're gonna just bring it back. We all know like what you're known for, but let's bring it back to like Lil Cuete, like your upbringing. Like, how was it growing up? I know you're from Norwalk.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up out there in Norwalk and all that?
Well, back then it was pretty active as far as like being in a gang area where I grew up. You know? But my family was really tight. My mom and dad still together. I grew up in a great family. My brothers, showed me the ropes. Have a little sister, but as far as that, we grew up in the same house where we still at today.
Damn,
so
no
it's still
way.
kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, I moved around. I go
Right.
here, I go there.
Right.
I have places where I rest my head, but at the end of the day, that's home. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always. But as far as my upbringing, I had a great upbringing.
Like, were
I
you
was
active, like an
definitely-
active kid?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
did good in
definitely.
school? Like, were you that type of kid?
Yeah, there was aspects of school that I liked that I was excelling in, but as far as sports, like I played all sports.
Really?
I was really good in sports.
Okay.
But baseball was my main focus.
Okay, baseball.
could've
What was
made
your
it.
position? Do you remember?
I like from the back, bend when she bends over. Oh, what do you mean? Baseball.
I'm talking about baseball.
Oh, okay.
I
yeah,
caught that so late.
I thought you meant the other way.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about
talk
that.
about that later.
We'll talk about that
Okay.
later in the podcast.
Yeah, I used to play. You could put me anywhere, and I'm gonna
Okay,
shine.
for sure. So baseball was your sport.
Yep.
And when did you start getting into trouble?
I mean,
Like-
I was that kid. I was
Really?
always in trouble since they didn't know how to handle me. That's why I was in sports, trying to use my energy so that I could take it out on the field or whatever.
Right.
But I would always get in trouble at school and everywhere I go. I was that kid. So, but yeah, I was that kid. I was a troublemaker since I started. Probably when I was born, giving my mom trouble. But
I'm dead.
yeah, I started from a very, very young age. As far as back as I can remember, I was a handful.
Yeah. And especially in Norwalk, I feel like when I hear of Norwalk, I don't really know what's up out there. Like, what are like some staple places like people go kick it at, or like the best food in Norwalk? Like, describe Norwalk for me.
Well, shout out to Alberto's Mexican. That's always my go-to when I'm
Alberto's.
in Norwalk. Or Dulce Canela.
Okay.
Another spot right there in Norwalk.
What they got there is like a panaderia or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always go I go for the churros. You know what I'm saying?
churros are good.
Yeah. That's my I still eat to this day. Like all the time. It's one of my cheat meals that I get.
Okay.
But yeah, those two places.
That's dope.
As far as hangouts, maybe got like a theater that's kind of popping. We got the high school, Excelsior High, that's right next to the hood where they shoot like all kinds of famous movies, Grease and
Oh,
different
really?
places like that. Yeah, we got a couple of places like that in the hood, but it's not so much known.
Right.
you know?
Okay.
So,
If you know, you know type
Yeah,
shit. Like, if
yeah.
you're from the area,
yeah,
like, you know
we
what's
got
up.
this old town Front Street in Norwalk where a lot of films have been filmed.
I didn't know that.
Movies have been filmed.
That's
there, yeah.
interesting. No, but that's dope. Like, just knowing a little bit about your background. And obviously you're a rapper, but when you were young, like, what music was being played around the crib? Like, what were your homies playing? What was your parents playing? Like, what were you listening to?
I mean, yeah, oldies for sure.
Okay.
My mom, I had the oldies. A lot of my brother was playing pretty much everything. Snoop, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Tupac. But he was playing like the Chicano rap, and that's what I remember about
Like,
that.
name some artists, because like your
Like
generation is
Chicano
different
rap.
from mine. Yeah.
Back in the days, we were listening to like Triple C, like stuff like really like old school, like
Okay. Kind of underground.
Rich
Okay.
Rock, Spanish Fly.
I know Spanish
You
Fly.
know what I'm
Fuck yeah. Shout
saying?
out Spanish Fly.
Yeah, shout out to Spanish Fly. He's one of the pioneers. People like that, like
Okay.
as far back as that goes. My brother was even like Norwalk's Most Wanted.
Oh,
Was like there
wow.
was a group that was back that was from the city that they did their thing. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But the heavy hitters that are in the game now is what I was listening to back then. But you know
Okay.
what? And I'll keep it real. Now that I've seen the game, what it is,
Yeah.
I'm a little upset
Why?
because they're not who they said they were, and they're not who I grew up like I thought they were. So me seeing them now, knowing them, they ain't, I was idolizing these people that were not even cut from the same cloth as me.
I feel like
They're
that
not.
happens a lot. Like, you
Yeah.
idolize someone, you put them on a pedestal, then you get to meet them, and they're like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, wait.
But in a sense, that as well, but also in the sense of I was listening to their words, thinking that they were really about that business. But when it comes down to it, they're just artists, and they're not cut from the same cloth, and you can't come at them any other way because they're not from the streets.
Right.
They're not. They're not. They're the type to call the cops, or they don't want to get involved with the street
Right.
side of things, but they want to talk about it. So I was listening to it, and in that sense, I understand, but I thought that they were really about that. And I think Chicano rap is about that, coming from the streets, most likely a hood, a barrio,
Yeah.
representing that, and your people, our culture, lowriders, and the food, our beautiful women, everything. Everybody jocks us for anyways.
True.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
stereotype. Yeah.
And they stereotype it, but they love it.
True.
They love it.
I feel like right now, especially, like, I would say we're like in a Chicano renaissance. To be
Yeah.
honest, like the Chicanas, like the FB County,
Yeah.
like that shit's popping right now.
Yeah. Shouts out to all them girls. Yeah, I
you
see
know,
'em. They're out
like
there
all the
doing their thing.
baddies. Shout out to all the homegirls. You know who you are. Like,
we see you, girls. We see you.
We see you. Y'all popping. Y'all making us look good.
Hell yeah.
You know, but and
Keep
it's
it
making numbers.
Hell yeah, and you
Same
know what
type
it
of
is?
numbers that influencers are getting. You know.
Yeah, and I think the reason that a lot of people are starting to see that Chicanos and the culture is starting to get bigger now is that we're starting to support each other more, and the other ethnicities are starting to feel that because
True.
we're giving our attention to our people now, and to speak on what I just said about these people being fake. People that are in the game right now doing shit and making noise for us, I feel like they're really representing us as far as being real, as far as being in the streets and being about that. Like I really feel like I'm with that better than the old Chicano rap that was about the fake, in a sense.
Right. The
And
fake
I've-
lifestyle and culture.
Yeah, I seen it firsthand back then. I was one of the originals that came out back in the back then that got a record deal. So I see now, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have this guy representing me because he's more like me, anyways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those guys. You know what? I'll go ahead and say his name, Lefty. You know what I mean?
Shout out Lefty.
Yo, shout out
He's
Lefty.
doing his thing.
I think I might have met him here. I meet a lot of people,
Yeah.
around the business, and I might have met him and Spencer if I did. But what I seen, so I like it because he's actually giving them a better reputation. I'm not saying it's spot on, but
Right.
it's a better representation of what it's like to be from LA and do this Chicano rap.
Yeah.
If they want to say it's Chicano rap or whatever they want to put it as, it's still I think that nowadays it is a good look because it's more of a real. You could tell when motherfuckers real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's him on and off the camera.
You know what I'm saying?
Like-
you could tell that.
Yeah.
And you know that. And what I don't like about that is that people now that they see that's going on, they're like they're gonna try to come back and water down the game, and they're gonna rebuild up the things that was kind of holding back that Chicano rap.
Yeah.
The stereotypes that were the bad things about it, they're trying to resurface those, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The times are different.
Times are different.
You know what I'm saying?
The
And we gotta
music is
embrace,
different.
and we gotta embrace that, and also like see it for exactly what it really is, not just the music or the entertainment part, but also where it's came, where it's gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for people to like now trying to come out and not bring that quality stuff that people are trying to hear right now. And I'm not talking bad about nobody's music, but all I'm saying is there was some good representations and there's some bad ones.
There is.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping and I'm kind of glad I feel that I'm one of the better representations that
Yeah, I
keep it
feel
real.
like you're as real as they come. Like always, even like the first time I met you, I was like, damn, like he's dope as fuck. Like he walks what he talks, you know?
Yeah, so I appreciate that, and it's one of the main things that I strive to do is be one of the realest and the best that come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just trying to be real, and I'm not just trying to be good at rapping. And I got styles that people can't come with. You know what I'm saying? I like to sing. You know what I mean? I've been
True.
singing for a while. Like I said, I do it for the ladies. I do it. Anybody else that likes it, that's just a plus for me. But I do. I
Yeah.
like to sing, but I got some G shit, and I could definitely flip my tongue. I could rap. I got styles that other people can't really
Yeah, but and that's what makes you an artist. Like you
conjure.
could
Yeah.
go different routes. You don't have to
Yeah, I'll
just
be
stick to
hitting them
rap, rap,
with
rap,
that.
rap, rap.
I
You
got them
know?
thinking they're wicked until I pop in the clip in the show. I'm king of the flipping, and I ain't tripping, not ripping. I've been away for a minute, but I'm the realest one in it. So ain't no way I could finish. I'm leaving rappers in digits, and then they think I was leaving, but they know what defeat them. I won't join. I'll beat them. Like I got other,
Hey,
I got
let's
other.
be
You know what I'm saying?
real.
I got other stuff that they can't do. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And that's just the way it is.
And I think it's just also like the generation that you come from in terms of I feel like music. Like right now, especially, this is just my opinion. Like I feel like everyone in LA kind of sounds the same,
Yeah.
you know? Like even like what you just did right now, that reminds me of like okay, 90s or early 2000s.
Okay.
You know, like right
Yeah.
now,
That,
it's
see,
different.
the thing is with me is that I feel like if my first album sounds like my album that I'm still doing to this day, then you might as well call me Mr. Criminal because that fool doesn't change his shit, his style for all these years. He still sounds the fucking same on every song.
A
But
lot of fools do.
other than that, what I'm saying is, I feel like if my first album is sounding the way that I am right now, I should stop. So that's why I sing. That's why I do different songs. I have
Right.
people tell me that they heard my songs that they didn't know I was Chicano rap. You know what I mean? So
sure.
so I have songs where I'm singing the whole thing.
Let's talk about your singing. Let's talk about the love songs, cause that's how I know you.
Okay, yeah, well,
Me
that's-
and all the homegirls, even
So-
my exes would be like, "Fucking dedicate to this song, Leslie." I'm like, "Yeah, you better." Like, honestly, like, let's talk about it. So, one of my favorite songs is "Real Love," and I feel like that's one of your biggest records. Like, talk to me about "Real Love," the process of making that song, like any crazy fan stories that
Yeah,
came with
there's
that
some
song.
crazy
Talk to me.
stuff.
Talk to me.
So the reason I made that is I had a crush on somebody and I dedicated that song to them.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you
and,
tell that person?
Yeah, I told them. They knew, and they knew. And the thing about it is that I was already making songs before I made that song, and after, that's the first time I kind of got a reaction out of people. So I was making songs and people were kind of making fun of me.
Okay.
They were like, didn't think
When
it was
you were
serious.
starting
Yeah, I was like maybe
rapping.
1, 2, 3 songs into it, showing people.
Okay. Okay.
I come to make this song. Now I'm getting people's attention. So now you know why I'm more on that, because that's what gets more people engaging.
Yeah,
You
that
know
is
what I'm
true.
saying?
Did
And
you
then I'm
have the
already-
features already
No,
for that song? No, it was just
no, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Fingers was the guy that produced that track.
Yes.
What we used to do back in the days is we used to get the beat and say, go take it to our producer, say, hey, I made a song like this, can you make me a song like this? And if they're a good producer, they're gonna recreate it, and if not,
Type
make
shit.
it better. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So that's what I did. Fingers went in there, he laced the hook. I had one of my guys at the time, one of my friends for the family, and I grew up with, he was a singer. His name is Larry Rodriguez. Shout out Larry. His name on the album is Angel because he was trying to transition to like a more of a R&B singer type of name. You know how people change
Okay.
their, or they go with their middle name or whatever.
Right.
So first name Larry, Angel Rodriguez, but it's still one of my best songs, still one of my classics. And
Yeah,
I'm
for
very
sure.
glad that I made that song because it's probably one of my highest streaming songs and one of the reasons, like, biggest revenue.
In terms of a song.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Nah, that's one of my favorite songs. One of my other favorite songs is "Rainy Days."
Okay. Yeah.
Talk to me about like the process of making that song, the studio time, and just like fans' reactions or people's reactions?
So what's crazy about those two songs, Real Love and Rainy Days, is that Art LeBeau, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he licensed those songs off of us back in the days for his
Really?
Latin hip hop's best of Chicano rap or best of radio's Latin hip hop. And
That's
he licensed to him,
dope.
so that went everywhere. So
Yeah.
that's one of the main reasons how my name got spread a lot, throughout
Got
everywhere.
it. Through the country.
So those two songs were on there. Actually, I was on three. There was another one of my songs. I don't really recall what it is, but it was on Volume 1 and Volume 2 or Volume 3, one or the other. But
Our LeBeau collection.
yeah, shout out to Art
Damn.
LeBeau. So
R.I.P.
like those songs were like really big with the people. So much in fact that it took Art LeBeau's notice and he licensed that up. So those are those mean a lot to me. I wrote that song for my
Yeah.
baby mom. My first
Rainy
one,
Days?
the Rainy Days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was basically like we didn't
It's
even
a
break
sad
up.
fucking
Like we
song.
didn't even break up. It's like a breakup song.
Yeah, it
and like I
is.
basically just like she was a good girl too back then.
Then what happened?
Yeah, and I was super young. We were young. She was
yeah.
younger than me. I was like 17 when I made
Oh
that song.
my God.
Yeah, she was like 16
Damn.
and I was 17 and that's when she got pregnant.
Wait, so you were 17 when you made that song?
Yeah.
And when it went on the Art LeBeau so you were super young then
Yeah.
when you were rapping.
Yeah.
Like already getting noticed and shit. How
I
how
got
did that
signed already.
feel?
I got signed at 16.
By who? By Thump Records or
Well,
East
it's
Side
actually
Records?
it was actually a partnership from Thump and Norwalk Records. Rest in peace, Richard.
Oh,
Norwalk Records and Thump Records made East Side Records.
got
And that's who
it.
signed me.
Got it.
And
Okay,
another
okay.
reason why a lot of these cats that I grew up listening to don't like me now is because they were dealing with my label at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got signed, they all stopped getting their money. They didn't need them no more.
Damn.
I came in and I was outselling everybody.
Yeah.
And it's a known
That's
fact that I was one of the
crazy.
highest paid Chicano rappers ever.
Because
so
you were so fucking young.
I made a good deal.
And then to top it off, you're with the label that I'm pretty sure people had to sample through East Side Records, like if they wanted to sample their like a oldie.
yeah, but I
so
never
that,
did
you
that.
know?
That's one of the things that I didn't do. So Rainy Days was the only song that we used to sample, and that was from Tony G. You remember Tony G?
Yes, Tony G. Yeah, shout out Tony G.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out Tony G. Hey,
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
G, if you see this, man, tap in with your boy. I got
Yes.
pictures of us when I was like super young, like I said,
No
like
way.
16, 17 years old.
He's a legend too.
Yeah,
And he's
exactly.
raza in hip hop.
Exactly.
Come on.
Super legend. Super
That's dope.
legendary. That guy is very talented.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyways, that was the only one, and it was only because he wanted to flip a song, so he wanted
Okay.
to flip the song, and we did that. But other than that, we stood away from that.
From like sampling.
Yes, because what is Chicano rap known for? Taking people's beats,
Yeah,
right? I didn't get known for taking nobody's beats. Lil Cuete is known for making original sons. That's
Yeah.
the bottom line.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't from sampling people's beats that people already like.
You think so?
Yeah, people already like the song because the beat's fire.
That's true. Like even When I Die,
Exactly.
I like that. I like that one too.
You see what I'm
Because
saying?
of the beat.
How many people think that that's me too? That's not me.
That's not you.
That's not me.
You're
Fuck no.
lying.
I would never make no garbage like that. And I don't want to say it's garbage. I'm just saying as
Are you?
as
You're-
an artist.
You're
Yeah.
telling me my whole childhood is a lie?
Exactly.
This whole time I
You
thought
wanna
that
know
was
why
you when
they
I
think
died.
it's me?
Why?
Because it's the only song that guy ever made that was okay because
Oh my god.
of that beat. It was already a hit. It was
Yeah.
a fucking Billboard hit probably
Literally.
back then. Bone Thugs killed it. That's a dope beat. Shout out to Busy Bone.
Yeah, shout out Bone
Lazy.
Thugs. I need you on the pod.
I know him personally.
Yes.
So, but at the same time, yeah, that's not my beat.
I'm
first of all, my
so
song.
hurt
No.
right now.
That's what everybody said, and then they put my picture on there because
To top
they
it off.
think it's me.
Wow. And how did you fight that, or how did you set the
care.
record straight? Or
You know what? If anything, he's the one benefiting off of it because people are booking him thinking that it's me.
it's you.
Yeah.
Damn.
They go-
Sorry, I'm
they
still
get the- and
processing
and
that
then they
shit.
Get and then they get the Cuete from Wish. They like get the
Cuete.
this fool pulls up and they're like, "Who's this guy?"
Um,
And then the next show that they book is me trying to make up the money that motherfucker lost at his show. Like, what are you doing?
That's crazy. Oh
And you
my
know how
God.
many times he's did that?
Too many.
Too many. And you know what? And there's
That's
other
fucking crazy.
there's other people that
I'll
they're
be
crazy
pissed.
in this business that do stuff like just weirdo stuff.
But you know what's crazy is like it be your own. Like, why is it that raza be hating on raza? I hate that. Instead of supporting, you know, like even for you to bring up Lefty,
Yeah.
like that was getting a lot of hate right now, you know. But the fact, like you,
Shit,
I would
there's a
consider
grip of-
you.
There's a group of
you
artists
know?
that I would bring up, though. You know what I'm saying? That are
Yeah.
that are doing it. I don't
Right,
have no
right.
problem with giving people props. Never
Yeah.
that.
But what I'm trying to say is like, fuck, se me fue el avión.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is like it's
Matter
dope
of
that
fact-
you're like from the OG Chicano
Yeah.
scene, like giving love to these fools.
Matter
You know?
of fact, that's how I was. That's how I've always been.
Mm-hmm.
But now, when my love is getting taken for weakness, and like not being reciprocated in a sense,
Yeah.
which I've already made my mark in this game. No matter what, I'm still Lil Cuete from the
Mm-hmm.
from the no matter what. You know what I mean? I made a name for myself. What I'm saying is these guys, they're not recognized or they don't want to understand when I've been giving them props.
Yeah,
I said shout out
credit.
Little Rob. I said shout out
Yeah.
Shadow before. I said shout out to all these dudes, but now I'm saying fuck all these dudes though because
Yeah.
they ain't with that. It's not that I'm trying to bully nobody because I've already said this.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't saying nothing, so I'm just gonna back up. And if I see them in person, it's either on
Gonna be
site or see
different.
whatever they want to do. Cause
Yeah.
it's on them.
Yeah.
I'm,
You said what
know,
you said.
Yeah. So,
Type shit.
but at the same time, I'm not a bully either, and I don't want.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to take it there, but I've given those guys props.
Yeah.
I've said that plenty of times that I fucked with them, and
Mm-hmm.
but now that I see this and I see how they are, and I see all like the shady things that they've done in the business, I know everybody. I know everything. I've been here for 20 years or around 20.
Right.
I
Right.
know everybody, everything,
Damn.
and I seen a lot. So for them not to be what they say they are, that's why I'm upset. And after me giving them the props and you know they still trying to.
Fake the funk.
There's a lot of
Kinda.
people in this business that boycott me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in this business
Why
that
do you
boycott
think
me
they
because
do
they're
that?
fucking sissies and they're scared.
They're scared.
They're scared of me. They're scared. And I'm not trying to say that they're scared like, oh, I'm this big old tough guy. No, but
They're scared because you know the information that you know.
not only that, but it could go south right away too with me. A lot of people know that I'm known to snap.
Let's be real.
I'm known to be a snapper.
So
And-
are you a lover or a fighter?
Well, I love to fight. So
I'm dead. Well, honestly, I agree. Because me, like, for example, I work at Power 106, right? So
Yeah.
when I meet an artist, I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't believe it's them. And then you start seeing them for like the next hour and like, damn, like, you're kind of rude or you're kind of like not what I thought
yeah.
like, or expected you to be.
You know what the whole scam is about this?
The industry?
The industry
What do
is?
you think it is?
Is that every last celebrity, the biggest celebrity that you ever met, is just like us.
They're human.
They're exactly the same.
Human.
They're exactly the same.
Like,
If not, and if anything, they motherfuckers got more problems than us.
true.
They're not smiling like us.
More money.
We got a
more
lot of problems, but we just don't know how to smile about it.
That's
Those
true.
guys get too just depressed and
Yeah.
but they're just like us.
Damn.
They're just like us, and that's what
You're
a lot of the downfalls for a lot of artists is this.
What is it?
Is that we keep it too real.
Mm.
We keep it too real.
And your lyrics and your lifestyle, or what do you
Everything.
mean?
We're accessible.
That's true.
You could touch me.
That's true.
You could see me here. You could see me there.
Or I could go on Instagram and find out what you did today.
We're
yesterday.
accessible. We're
What-
accessible.
That is true.
So, like I like to use this example, Method Man and Redman.
Mm-hmm.
Who out of the two is more bigger and famous?
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
Method Man.
Okay. Who out of the two is more real?
Red Man. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the more famous one that's keeping itself out of the public eye and trying to portray itself, or not trying to, I don't want to say portray,
Right.
whatever it is. What I'm saying is the real ones, they get the shit in because
Yeah.
they're too real. And you could get Cuete to pull up to a show for 2,500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These guys are not coming to no shows for less than five racks.
5
right now.
racks. Damn.
You won't even get none of these guys. And Cuete will pull up, book me for 2,500.
Have you ever been on tour?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
How was that?
I was getting paid more than 2,500, but
Damn.
yeah, a show. It was cool. It's fun. It's fun, but it also it gets it gets old. You know,
It gets
just like
played out.
you know, you go out. If you go out, a lot everybody that goes out to the club, it's
Yeah.
fun for a couple times,
You get
but
tired.
it's kind of gets boring,
Fuck
right?
every weekend.
Yeah, it's boring.
Fuck no. I
If you
hate
could
getting
take a
ready every
break from it,
weekend.
you know,
Straight up.
it gets fun again, right?
Yeah.
So
When you
that
take a little break, little pause. Yeah.
so
Have you ever had that moment where like you lose inspiration, you lose creative like energy, like that writer's block? Has that ever happened to you in your rap career?
yeah, definitely.
And what do you do to like bounce back and get inspired?
Smoke weed. I just smoke weed, and then I let my
Typical rapper
problems.
answer.
I let my problems figure themselves out. There's not really much you could do when you got the block. You got the block,
Yeah.
you know. But I found that getting out of the way of that block, like right now, I recorded some within like 15 minutes. So
Damn.
wrote it
Fast.
and recorded in about 20-30 minutes.
Okay. And back in the day, how long would it take you to make a song compared to now?
It varies. It still depends. But just as fast. But when you're writing double time and rapping fast, it definitely takes longer.
Oh, then yeah.
But yeah, it's never like you're when you go into the studio, when you go into record, it could be a hit. You could be thinking, "Oh, I got a hit right here."
Yeah.
You go in there and you record it, and it was like, whatever. You could be thinking like, "Damn, this song is okay. I'm gonna go in there and record it." You go in there, record it, and it's one of your best songs.
That's true.
So you never can tell, and just like you can't tell what clips are gonna go viral, you can't tell
Yeah.
what songs are gonna hit. It's
Honestly,
the same thing.
I think it's
So,
just a matter of just work. Like, just put in the work and you're going to find out. The results will speak for itself eventually.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
So just keep putting out creating good content,
Yeah.
like good music for them
Hell
to
yeah.
listen to.
For sure. For sure. And you said 20 years, right, that you've been rapping?
Yeah,
Who gave you the name Lil Cuete?
it's a family name.
It's a family name?
Yeah. So right now, the reason that I can't, and I don't want to say I can't, but I respect my uncle. He's the big Cuete, you know, he's big Cuete, and
Okay.
matter of fact, he's he's fighting a case right now that happened not too long ago.
Damn, free him. Free Big Cuete.
Free big Cuete. And so I can't just take his name.
Right.
And he got it from his dad, which is my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
So
It's
that
a
definitely-
generational thing.
Yeah. So I definitely am not gonna
Oh,
try to
shit.
like play out of my position right now.
For sure.
But I did tattoo the number one gun. That's my nickname. You know what I'm saying? So I might be Little Cuete, but I'm still the number one gun.
God.
And he jammed me up one time. He's like, "Hey, you're the number one gun." And he's like, "You made that." I'll give you
made that
He's
shit.
Like, you did that.
Put
you know
the
what I'm
family
saying?
on the map. You
Like,
put
he's like,
Norwalk
you
on the
did-
map.
Yeah, you know, he's like, you did that. So, but at the same time, I can't take away the little yet because I still got big with it.
yeah.
And I
Gotta
got that
respect.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. All right. Another question that I had in terms of like music. So you obviously make love music. All the hyenas love you. All my homegirls, when I told them I was interviewing you, they're like, "Oh my god, like take a picture, blah blah, this and that. Like bring me with you." I'm like, "Girl, no, you're gonna act a fool." But
brought
nah,
him with
so
you.
huh? So I was gonna ask you, like, I'm pretty sure you've gotten like crazy fan love. Like, tell me a crazy story about a fan, or I don't know, crazy DM or crazy something crazy like a girl was willing to do for you, even if they're not a fan. A regular girl from Norwalk.
I'll never forget. There's this one. We were with Power 106, Pocos
Oh,
Pero
wow.
Locos,
Oh,
and
Kool-Aid,
Ida.
shout out Kool-Aid.
Shout out Ida, yeah.
Eat up.
We were out there in Oklahoma, and
Okay.
one of the fans brought his girl, and he's like, she's like, he told her, he's like, "Hey, this little Cuete, do whatever he wants." So she just went. She went, stood by me. He's like, "Hey, Cuete, I'm gonna go get you guys some drinks."
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend. Yeah.
That's
But
crazy.
it turned out to be she's famous now. She's
no
super
way.
famous.
What's
I mean,
her
not
name?
super famous.
What's her name?
But she wasn't like that when you know what I mean.
When you
Like,
met her.
Yeah.
Got it.
But she is now. She does her thing.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Actually, Actually, I seen a video of her recently,
What's
maybe
she
like a
doing?
couple months ago. She's driving trucks. That's the hint that you guys get. I bet you guys can figure that out. She drives
Wait.
trucks now, I think. But no, I'm not knocking that because that's a good job.
That's a
You
good
feel me?
trade.
Even me. I was out in the oil field, so I'm not knocking nobody getting their hustle on. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Period. Period.
I'm just saying that that's the
But
hint that
that,
you guys
yeah,
get
that's what I'm
who it
tripping on.
is.
I'm not tripping
Yeah.
on the holiday. I'm tripping on
Yeah,
the person that
That's
you're
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
Yeah.
Damn, in Oklahoma. How old were
I
you?
don't know if
Because
they're in Oklahoma. We're now working there, but
yeah.
that's where we were at.
How old were you during that time? Because I know you said you started rapping like
I
around
was probably
17.
like
So how old were you then?
I want to say like 20, 21 maybe.
Oh, you were fucking a
Maybe
dog.
and maybe yeah. I want to say like I might have been like from 19 to maybe the
You
most
were
like
still so
23,
young.
22.
And how was it just like being around all these artists and the
Matter of
like, how
fact,
did you adapt to it?
I don't know.
Like the
I think I was
lifestyle,
a
you
little.
know?
I think I was just more like gang banged out. Like I wasn't really tripping on the fame type shit. I was just more like I was like the first one to pop stuff off, or I was like I wasn't worried about the
I
like.
see what you mean.
I didn't care who I met. It didn't
Yeah.
matter to me who I met. I was doing shows. I was opening up for all these shows. But matter of fact, there was this one Lowrider Nationals in Bakersfield.
Mm-hmm.
I went out there and I opened up for. There was a lot of people.
Okay.
Quick, DJ Quick was there.
Hey.
Bash. I think I don't want to say Fat Joe. The New Boys, I think, were there back in the
No
days. Yeah.
boys. Period.
So it was I think it was in like oh
That's a good
I wanna say
lineup.
08.
Shit.
If you guys look up the video, it's you could look up Lil Cuete Bakersfield Live 2008.
Okay. And what happened at the show?
Well, this is what I'm saying. That's when I started to meet people and see people, you know.
Okay.
And I wasn't trying to meet them or nothing. So I knew I was in a good with Rick Ortiz. He's the guy that put everything together. He was a man. I don't
Like a promoter?
Yeah. I think he's still doing his thing. Shout out to Ray. Rick, get at me. Matter of fact, he's the one that shot my first like underground video where I was walking through the one ways and it was like like one of my first videos.
Oh,
It was
wow.
like that guy. So I was tied into him.
Okay.
And so yeah, that guy, he's the one that put it together. I would like, he would put me in there like the main dressing room. So the artists would get there and they'd be pissed off, like, who's this fucking guy?
Fucking
And,
banged out ass fool.
and Rick was a fool, so Rick would be like, well, if your artist doesn't perform, he doesn't get paid. So I'd be on and they'd be like, don't trip, dog. He'll be because yeah, he was
He
a
had
real
your
one.
back.
Yeah, he's a real
During
one.
that whole tour and process.
Yeah. So,
Damn,
but yeah,
that's cool.
after all that, like it didn't matter to me who I met because I was opening up for these guys, and then all my people are at these car shows. All Lil Cuete's people,
Right.
the Raza was out
Yeah.
there. So guess what? So those shows, they would pull me back up because like Rick was the main guy over there, and they're like, "Hey, Cuete, they gave you the biggest fucking
Crowd,
They give
like,
you the biggest
shout out,
yeah,
cheers,
over
uh-huh.
DJ Quick and all these people. And I'm not taking nothing from them, but these are my people in the
Yeah,
crowd.
that's Raza.
And then this is my first time like being on stage type in
yeah.
front of 15,000 people type shit.
That's
You
what's
know what I'm saying?
up.
So it was love. It was crazy.
Genuine
I think I
love.
rocked that 3 years in a row. It was
Damn.
and one year I jumped off the stage.
How
and I
was that?
Walking in the
Did
crowd.
they catch you?
No, I didn't stage dive.
Oh, okay.
I had beef with a specific person in the game that's probably one of the ones messing it up right now.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah, and I told him he said they were gonna come to my show. They didn't fucking come, but I got out there and there's videos of me calling him out, saying like who
Oh
was.
shit.
I have it. Never put it out. I don't put it. I have these videos that I don't even put out. There's another rapper there. I was in San Diego at a show and they tried to get live with me, and I ended up beating him up and his brother. I dropped them both 2 times. And I got the video, but since they never spoke about it, I'm not about to go and do more
Entertain
than what
it?
I did.
Yeah.
At the time, the girl that I was with, she's like, I think you should just take the video down too. You don't want to. So we just took the videos down. Like it wasn't the actual video; it was part of the altercation. But what I'm saying is, I got these videos that I don't even put out.
It's just not worth it,
They're not worth it.
you know?
They're not even worth the mention.
Yeah, it's just not worth not that it's not worth mentioning, but it's just not like worth bringing the attention to that, you know? Because I don't know, fool. Like, you're a fucking dope ass rapper. Like, That's the last thing you need is more pedo on your back, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, like I said, Chicano rap does come with it's hood
It does.
shit,
It's
it's egos,
politics.
machismo. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
people are
machismo.
they're trying to show what they got,
You're
and
right.
it's that's how it's always gonna be. And there's never gonna be um that that's never gonna go away. Never. There could be some unity, but it's never gonna go
I
away.
think it is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
I think we're doing okay right now, but
Yeah,
it could be
yeah.
better.
No,
It could be a
definitely.
lot better.
Cause people are giving open ended compliments all left and right to people on all these podcasts. They're saying certain things, but then
Yeah.
backing off and
And
what
say
I see
something
now.
else on the next one.
What I
And
see is crazy is that I've learned is that a lot of these podcast things that are going on, you can't even take them serious because they're trying to act brave. They're trying to be gangster on the camera for money. They're actually putting themselves in danger over saying something on camera, thinking that there's not going to be no repercussions to
Right,
certain
right.
things.
For sure.
It's just super watered down, I think, right now with the actual like beef on
Yeah,
the in
there's
the internet.
podcast beefs
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like
That's what I'm
me,
saying.
the whole purpose of mine is I
Who's
want
your
your
beef with?
story. I ain't
Who's
got
your
no beef. I ain't got no beef. I want no
She
smoke.
said,
I want
She
no
said,
smoke.
if you ain't got no haters, you could have some of mine.
On
though,
God,
for real.
nah.
So-
But honestly, like I just hate that everyone's podcast banging right now. That's what I'm calling it. Everyone's podcast banging.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like no, like what happened to it just being about the conversation?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened to it just being like mine? Let's be real. I want to tell your story in the realest way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be banging on nobody.
Yeah, but there's some good people right now doing it, like I said.
Yeah,
and,
there
and
are.
there are people showing love, and that's love.
Speaking
I like
about
that.
love, have you ever been in love?
Yeah, I've been in love. I was in love last night.
Whoa. What about like heartbreak? Your biggest heartbreak?
Yeah, and
Because I know you've been in some. Stay away. Why? What'd she do?
She went home.
Oh.
I wanted her to.
She didn't give you nothing in the morning?
No, I wanted her to. I
Damn.
wanted her to leave. No, yeah, I've been in love plenty of times. It's probably one of the best feelings. I love it.
You like being in a relationship?
I want to fall in love again. So.
We'll see. 2024.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might. I'm in love right now. I'm in love with my hustle and my grind that I've been doing.
Hey.
Like I'm giving it all. I never did this, like just giving myself that focus and that energy to actually like put it into myself.
Yeah. When could we expect like all this new music that you're working on?
We're shooting a music video this weekend.
Okay.
Or actually Monday. So it's coming soon.
I'm
really
excited.
soon. Really soon.
I'm excited. I heard that one song that you made recently. I forgot what it's called, but you made it recently. Like it's not.
it
It's
singing?
a single. You were singing. Well, you're rapping kind of. I think it's
So,
put.
what was it about?
It was 3 people on it. I forgot.
3 people?
It's on my Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Hold
So
on.
so it's not one of my new songs then.
It's I don't know.
I'm talking about like my new album that's gonna come out. It's
Yes,
not
I
out
want to hear your new
yet.
album.
The new album's not out yet.
I
so-
need to see a sneak peek.
So
Put it on you. Put it on you.
I don't
like
know
that
exactly
song.
when. I wish I could tell it, and I wish I could say drop the
Yeah,
date
don't.
right now would be cool. No, I wish I could because that way
you don't even
would
know.
but
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, I respect it.
And like I said, we kind of postponed it. So it was supposed to be out in January, but as you can see, we're already in February.
Yeah, to be honest,
So
it's all good in the hood.
it's coming soon though. It's coming soon.
Coming
And it's gonna be
soon.
lit too because everything we've been working on is starting to come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of my other questions is like you've been in the game for like so long. You have different like flows. You have different sounds. Like one minute you could be a sad fool. The next one you're like lit. You're gang banging. You're active. What do you think has been like the thing that has made you relevant for the past 20 years? Like what has made your name
Just
not
the
die
fans.
down? You know?
The fans that I built, the fans that were there from the beginning are still there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. And I had mentioned something that kind of like that the other day is that as long as our people are around, we're going to have people that are going to support us
For sure.
no matter what. So we're not going away. and we're going to be, if anything,
Not
we're going
anytime
up.
soon.
Yeah, if anything, we're going up. And it's about time.
Yeah. And are you still independent or do you still have your...
No. Shout out Urban Kings. I got signed to Urban Kings
Okay.
last year. So
Congrats.
thank you. Yeah, we signed a 3-album deal.
Nice.
And yeah, so I was dealing with a couple of things, personal life and my I'm lucky that my label was able to understand where I was coming from, and I said, hey, look, let's wait until 2024. I'm in here
That's
getting in the
dope.
gym. I'm trying to get my mind right,
Yeah.
get the music, everything going. Just give me some time, and they obliged.
No, that's real because all of that plays a role into your career. You know, I feel like if you're not 100% good in all those other parts,
Yeah,
mental, emotional, physical,
spiritual and everything.
spiritual, intellectual, like all that shit, gotta
Yeah,
be on point,
for sure,
or else you're gonna
100%.
fall
And I
off.
feel like being in the gym it helps, and not only like my mental. I think
Yeah,
mental health is a serious thing
I think for rappers too,
for
especially.
everybody. Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, I think men in general.
man,
Speaking, I'm
y'all need
talking about men.
therapy. Y'all
We
need
need God,
therapy.
we need God. I think
Yes,
that's the main thing.
100%.
I give myself to God. Shout out to my boy Johnny Chang. He's in the building right now.
Hey, what it
He's doing his
do?
thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He kind of broke it down for me the first time we met a while back, and kind of you know put the word into my heart, and kind of like made me realize that I am worthy to go to heaven. It's just the devil playing tricks on me. That the things that
Facts.
I did before was having me think like I'm just evil, when the sins that I have committed have been paid for in
Right.
full for me.
Exactly.
And as long as I know that and I keep that in my heart, then I definitely be invited into the
Heaven's
gates.
Gates. Yep.
So
For
shout
sure.
out to my boy Johnny for that.
That's dope.
But he's doing his thing. But we definitely need God
Yes.
to stay strong. I couldn't do it without him. That's one of the things is that I know for sure is that I can't do it alone. I can't.
You stay prayed up
Yeah,
every day.
all the
Yep.
time.
Same here. I have to.
Probably multiple times every day.
Yeah, you have to. Mandatory. Not just on Sundays,
No, no, especially on Sundays though.
especially. And
Yeah.
also, I feel like people only want to lean to him when they're doing bad. It's like, no, you got to lean when you're doing
You
good
know
too.
that you say that's cool because yesterday I had just mentioned that to my the girl I was in love with last night. That I said I feel everything going good, but I wanted to meet up with my boy and you know come together and
Yeah.
talk about the word and like-minded people that were trying to be successful coming together. I told her that that's something that I wanted to do while everything is going good.
True.
You know what I mean? Everything's going really good for me right now,
That's
and
good.
I'm blessed.
Congrats.
So thank you. And I wanted to come and give keep it going even when I don't have to just turn to him when I'm doing
Right.
bad.
That's
So,
what I'm trying to say. Exactly. And I love that. But we're already coming to an end. And when I finish my podcast, I always do the Let's Be Real segment. Okay?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question and you're just going to ask me in the realest way. Okay? Ready? Okay. So let's be real. In 2020, someone hacked your Instagram page and claimed you were dead. That was out of line. So my thoughts. So what were your thoughts when all of that went down? Do you think people take social media too serious these days?
Well, I was a little concerned because I didn't know. Of all days, I went to sleep early that day.
Okay.
So I woke up to my baby mama at my girlfriend's house
Oh.
knocking at the door.
Oh. Shit.
And I'm like, I wake up, well, not knocking, ringing the doorbell, and I'm looking out the window. I'm like, what the hell? My son showed her where we were at. Well, anyways,
And then?
I opened the door and she's like, she thought I was
Like dead, yeah.
right. She's like, she was crying or whatever, and
Oh my God.
she just turned around and walked away when she see me and whatever. I got on my thing and I was like, what the fuck? I
What is
seen that
going
they
on?
posted it, right? And on the girl I was with at the time, her
Mm-hmm.
phone. And I called my people right away, and I was like, "Hey, they fucking posted that I'm fucking dead, whatever, right?" So at the
crazy.
time, his name was Brahman. Shout out Brahman. He was actually one of the guys that signed me to Eastside Records.
Okay.
So I'm
shout
still
out
really
Brahman.
cool. Yeah, I'm still really cool with them guys. So
Okay.
they helped me get it back right away.
Oh, nice.
So because people were saying that they were gonna harm themselves because they thought I was dead.
Oh my God.
So they were leaving comments. That's the only reason why we got it back quick as we did is because the Instagram seen the
Like,
comments
people
saying
were really
yes,
going
yes.
suicidal
So yeah,
if you
yeah, yeah.
damn.
But it was a little crazy because even my family members,
believed it.
yes.
Damn, that's
and my
fucked
baby
up.
mama, everybody. Yeah, because like
That's
who does
fucked
that?
up. Yeah, but what were they saying? Like what was the cause of your death?
I
Do
don't
you
even
remember?
think they mentioned what it
Probably
was.
because it was during the pandemic. That was 2020. So
Was
maybe,
it?
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember
When
what
I
it
did my
was.
research, it was during 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was
I don't
during the
remember.
pandemic. What were you doing in the pandemic?
I was working out.
Nice.
Just working out. Yeah. I've
While
been
everyone
working
else
out
is
for
eating boiling crab and shit.
yeah.
With
I
their
was eating boiling
stimulus
crab
checks.
too. That's my shit. I love boiling crab.
That shit is so
So
good.
yeah.
All right, cool. Next question. Let's be real. Has Chicano rap changed for the better or for the worse?
Good for the better.
Why?
Cause we got some heavy hitters out there right now making some fucking noise, and I'm really proud that I was able to see the turnaround that what we've been putting in work all this time. So and these guys are new, they're fresh, and
And they're
but
getting
hey,
deals.
but I will say this, um, I've I was kind of woken from the dead, so to speak. I
What do you
was
mean?
I pretty much gave the rap game up, and couple several things that happened in my life that brought me back to it. So, which some of them were the same things that took me away from it. Passing of my
Okay.
brother made me want to stop,
Damn,
but that's the
R.I.P.
same reason why I want to keep going now.
for
You say what I'm
him.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like there's things, but I just wanted to warn them. I'm still here.
Period.
I'm still here,
Period.
guys.
All right, last question. Let's
Believe
be
that.
real. What is the biggest misconception about Lil Cuete?
What I always say is that they think I'm gonna fucking pull out my guns and start shooting or just like start problems everywhere.
I agree.
They think that. That's what they think.
Because you
That,
talk a lot of shit.
and then I'm from my hoods. Like they with it. Shout out to all my homies from the one ways from Norwalk.
That's
Some
what's up.
motherfuckers is they with the business. You know what I'm saying? And especially like I'm saying as far as like I was one of the ones that was putting it down for the Chicano rap. I have to give props to my homies too, because even though like some of them made a career out of that kind of lifestyle, in turn they kind of made it where fuck look what is for Norwalk one ways, you gotta be with the business if you're from Norwalk one ways. You know what I'm
Type
saying?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to my
That
people
help.
that you know what I mean. So, but they think that because I'm from the one ways. One ways is a whole nother like type of. It's like a whole world, no different
Okay.
type of world.
For
So
sure.
you be from
If
Norwalk.
you're from the streets, you know.
Yeah, exactly. The one ways is known all over the fucking place, like
Okay.
prison, everywhere, all the hoods. Like my homies know your homies. Put it that way.
Type
And
shit.
you know my homies. Put it that way. If you're a real one, I know you know my homies. Type
Yes.
shit.
And if you're a real one, you fuck with me and you fuck with Lil Cuete. Lil
That's what's
Cuete,
up.
tell everybody where they can find your Instagram, their music, what's coming up next, all that shit.
uh, Instagram, the real Little Cuete. We got a YouTube thing coming up too.
Period.
My record label bought the camera and they want me to start doing that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So
do that
I'm gonna
shit.
try it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
That's something new that you could look forward to.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out to all my people before I go, and thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Love your
Shout out
music.
to God. I
Yes.
gotta be thankful for that. I wanna shout out to my people, Strength Cartel. You know what I mean? Shout out Big Boy, Savage, Spy, all you guys, and all my people that have still been, all my fans that have been holding it down. Stay tuned. We still got some. We still got some things.
He
to
ain't
chit
gone.
chat
He ain't
about.
leaving.
I'm
He ain't
still
leaving
here.
no time soon.
What? Hey, I made that song today. It said something about they say I'm on, but I've been though. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy. I make it look simple. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? So you could catch me with that white Benz with that 50 cal hanging out the
Say
window. You know what I'm saying?
less.
Cuete said it. Come on.
Cuete said it. And Leslie from the B, baby. We out here. Let's be real pod. That's it. See you on the next one.